depends on who you ask and how you ask it. But there's a significant difference between how we perform at average versus how we perform as top performance. If you can do that within a condition with an individual payer and you measure it that way, that gives you that PowerPoint to pivot back and say, what can I do for you, right? So what we're ultimately doing is we are creating a financial value, and we need to execute based upon the value that provide, right? Use the risk that you have that you're doing well to attract that next payer. Go over to that organization and say, hey, look, I'm giving better performance here. I'm giving better quality. It's a reduced cost. I have happier patients. That's the value I produce, and that's what you need to pay me for it. So you can either pay me more in fee-for-service, because that's kind of traditionally how we've done it. You pay me more for fee-for-service for quality, or let's start looking at risk-based programs where we can say, if I can do this with my heart failure patients in Medicare, let's create a program where I can do it with heart failure patients in your risk group. So the point here is use your targeted programs to move your payers, right? If I can do it with my incentives, what are you going to offer me to get those same kind of quality programs? Just like when we go buy at retail or we go and buy from basically any other industry, if you want higher quality, you pay for the higher quality, whether that's in an upfront cost or in some other mechanism of funding it. Higher quality costs more initially, or should get reimbursed better because it's a better value overall. So they are buying from you, and you need to think competitively about it. I'm demonstrating value. Why wouldn't you want to buy that from me? The other piece there is to make sure that as you're going into these conversations, to know the value you're producing in advance, and that's the conversation around the buckets. You don't have to know the exact numbers. What you do now have to know in terms of the underwriting, what you do have to know is here's the trend I'm creating, and let's talk about the value that creates. So the next piece that goes along with this is we've gone through and we've identified our programs and our risk groups where we're creating a system performance.